Anime in the year 2025 was, for the most part, pretty awesome. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the anime that I watched this year, from my least favorite to my favorite. There's 23 of them. I'll be going over them very briefly in small segments with a review score on screen and just my general thoughts on them. There will be some that I didn't finish that I didn't include on this list. I'm just not including them. That's it for it. So all of the ones on this list are going to be stuck to the anime that I finished, for better or worse in some of these cases. So without any further ado, this is every 2025 anime I watched, from my least favorite to my favorite. Quick thing I forgot to mention in that opening is I'm counting anything that aired through this year, so stuff like One Piece and such. Anyway, back to what I was doing. The video starts now. The weakest anime of the year, in my opinion, that I watched and finished, shout out to the beginning after the end, is the Shujin Family Children. Incest bait by the author of Rent-A-Girlfriend. Everyone thank the author of Rent-A-Girlfriend, which I also didn't finish season 4, but that probably would have been around the same level too. This one just wasn't for me. It's not outright bad, and if you would want a show like this, I think you'd enjoy it. It just wasn't really my cup of tea, personally. This is the one-off special episode for Hibino from Kaiju number 8. It's okay. I also didn't watch season 2, because I read the manga, and it's okay. Romance slop. Well, I don't think that Sakamoto Days Part 1 is a bad show. It just didn't really grip me in the way I was expecting it to from the way people were talking about it before its release. This is a terrible adaptation of Devil May Cry that does a very bad job adapting some of its characters to screen. However, it's not the worst show of all time, and it is fun for what it is. This is not a good show, however, The 100 Girlfriends That Really Love You Season 2 is one of the best shows to torment your friends with. Therefore, I feel like I have to give it some props. I found Honey Lemon Soda cute. It was sweet. I liked it. I was never as big on My Dress Up Darling Season 1 as some people were, but I think Season 2 is still good. It's just not really my favorite show. Knuckle Duster might be my favorite My Hero Academia character ever. Sakamoto Days Part 2, I feel like was more up the alley of what I thought Sakamoto Days was going to be than Part 1. Overall, I enjoyed Part 2 way more than Part 1, personally. To me, Dragon Ball Daima is like a microcosm of what made early Dragon Ball so special. As a fan of the early parts of Dragon Ball, I really enjoyed Daima for its more simplistic take on Dragon Ball, and the fights were cool, they were well animated. Overall, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you'll like this. If not, probably not, but I am, so. I also feel like a lot of those similar parts carry over into the Project Sekai movie, A Miku Who Can't Sing. If you don't know much about Vocaloid or Miku at all, you probably will not like this movie that much. But I do like Miku, and this movie was just awesome. It was just fun to watch. Also, one of the best cinema experiences I've had. The people that came there, almost everyone in that theater was either cosplaying or doing something, and it was just a fun experience. I liked it. I might be cheating a little bit with Strange Fate. I don't actually remember when Fate Strange Fate came out with its newest episode, but the release schedule of this is mainly what's holding it back. This is peak. This is absolutely great. It's coming back in January, and hopefully we will get more than one episode. In the defense of Solo Leveling Season 2, is it slop? Yes. Do the side characters do anything? No. Is there any real plot progression outside of just ore farming? Not really. But I do think it is kind of the perfect slop show that you can just turn your brain off and watch some cool action. And in that regard, I think Solo Leveling is the perfected form of that. So I'm going to give it credit where I think it is due. I just love the Evil Eye, man. He's just so fucking cool. I just don't think we've ever had a bad season of ReZero. And the episodes of which came out this year with the Regulus fight were also all really good. If you haven't seen ReZero, go do so. I think this is the peak of Demon Slayer. Akaza is probably the best written character in the entire story, and visually, up till now, this is the best they've ever done. This might be the best Ufotable ever done, just visually speaking, not writing-wise, that's Heavenspiel, but visually, this I think is the best that Ufotable has done, and this is the best story Demon Slayer has. It's overall amazing. Late End Egghead is just so well done, and the animation buff on top of what was already there written is just really good and really nice to see.
I fucking love a Cap!
Fujimoto just don't miss. He don't miss, though. Even his short collection, his anime, is peak. He do not miss. He's the LeBron of anime productions based off his manga. Takopi Original Sin is legitimately a masterpiece I think everyone should watch. This show is possibly one of the most gripping things I've ever watched ever, with some of the most fleshed out characters, and it's only 6 episodes long. I would highly recommend checking this show out.